I'm KQ and you're watching Moused Up. These are this week's top stories on Twitter. So researchers announced Sunday that a 2-year-old girl has become the first child ever to be functionally cured of HIV. For those of you who are thinking this means there's a cure for the HIV, calm down. It's more of a happy accident. When the baby was only 30 hours old, they started her on 3 antiviral drugs, and then she stayed on them for about 15 months, until one day, mom just stopped giving them. We'll never know why. She probably had her reasons. Maybe there was like a Doctor Who marathon on Netflix. Well, like 8 months later, when she remembered that she had a kid, she was like, yeah, I should probably take her back to the doctor. And when she did, no longer any signs of the virus. So the doctors didn't create any magical cure, and to be honest, no one really knows what the hell happened. Baby cured herself. And what we're all missing is this is really a story about an awesome mom. In international news and sports news, Dennis Rodman met with his new bestie, North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, which makes perfect sense. Well, after hanging out with him for a few days, he waltzed back into the States as some kind of Kim Jong-un spokesperson telling Obama, call him. I hate when people say that. I hate when they just text you, call me. And it's like, no, you just call me. It could have taken you, 5 seconds to call me the time. His advice to start conversation was, Kim loves basketball, Obama loves basketball. Let's start there. Exactly, Obama. I mean, it's like, Hitler was claustrophobic, I'm claustrophobic, could have totally got along. Rodman doesn't need to be an international liaison to try and keep nukes away from North Korea. If we really want to do that, we could just put him on the top shelf in some warehouse. Asians are short. Moving on to stupid people news, Glenwood Gardens. Did you guys hear about this bullshit? It's a nursing home where an 87-year-old woman had a heart attack, and instead of performing CPR, they just called 911. Because that makes sense. Apparently, it's protocol, and you can hear the operator begging the nurse to perform CPR. It kind of goes off on her. It's like, are you just gonna let her die? Are you gonna let her die? Find somebody, grab the janitor, somebody who can, who doesn't have to adhere to the protocol. Nurse refuses, resident dies. What? Just because protocol? Okay. There's no punchline here. This story is one giant punchline. Rand Paul sent Twitter on fire Wednesday when he took the Senate floor with a 13-hour filibuster. So for those of you who don't know, a filibuster is basically where you can just delay or stop a vote if you just keep talking. Men, I would basically compare this to when your lady refuses to shut the hell up and keeps talking and talking and talking until you say, okay, you're right. It's exactly like that, actually. Rand Paul's filibuster was a response to the Obama administration's reluctancy to say it wouldn't rule out drone strikes against U.S. citizens on U.S. soil. Basically, as it stands right now, a drone could take out anyone, anywhere, without due process. Weird and really scary that this is actually a thing. And you better believe if a Republican president refused to rule out killing a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil without due process, people would be marching in the streets, starting riots. That's a whole other story. Rand Paul even called out Obama, saying Obama 2007 would be right down there with him arguing against the drone strike program. Ooh, no you didn't. But it's true. However, screw Rand Paul and his fight for your civil liberties, because check out that perm. Pipe the fuck down, Twitter, and just say thank you sometimes. Just kidding, I made a joke about it too. And did you guys hear about this feud between Taylor Swift, Tina Fey, and Amy Poehler? It all started because Taylor responded to some jokes that they made about her romantic history at the Golden Globes. She said there's a special place in hell for women who don't help other women. Taylor, if that's true, all women are going to hell. Women don't help other women. Everybody knows that. That's Woman 101. Women push you down, screw your boyfriend, talk behind your back, and really anything that falls under the category of catty. Also, if you don't want people commenting on your relationships, maybe write a song about every single one. Send it out to the universe. Keep it private. Just kidding, don't you dare do that. I love your shit and We Are Never Getting Back Together is my anthem for tequila. Never getting back together. That's it for this week's Twitter trends. Over to you, Kristen.
Hey!
Woo!
Hi.
I really like the new backdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah, way better than the curtain.
Yeah.
No tits out this week?
Not this week. Alright, well. Alright. Good chat. Alright, bye.
That was fun. Alright, so you guys really seem to like when I make up my own jingles, so I'm gonna do that for a little segment called Douche or Awesome. Douche or Awesome. Douche, douche or awesome.
Is a douche or awesome. Douche, douche or awesome.
Oh, it's a douche.
That's awesome. It's a parking douche. A mega parking douche. Bumper sticker douche. A hairy douche. No, not a douche. That's awesome. That is awesome too. A selfie douche. An awesome picture. And it's a wine douche. That's a wine douche. And it's a douche. Yeah. Great. If you'd like to know if any of your pictures are douche or awesome, just tweet them to me at Kristen Q. Now let's move on over to one of my live action tweets.
Live action tweets. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's cool. That's awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get this woman on the floor. Gotta have sex. Gotta, cause I just shit my legs. Huh? Shitting my legs. So we should have sex. Whoa. What the fuck? Fellas, line forms to the right.
Hey everybody, it's tattoo time!
I like tattoos. I like shitty tattoos and awesome tattoos. But let's look at some of your tattoos and your thoughts and advice about them. Live your life. Just wait. You'll see it in a second. I'm not one to be the grammar Nazi, but if you're gonna get a tattoo, maybe think about it a little before you get it on your body. How to tattoo your eyebrows? Don't. I went to get a wrist tattoo, but I was denied because I've never been a teen mom. Yeah, who would get a wrist tattoo? That's just like... Seriously considering getting a pizza or dye tattoo. Do it. Tattoo of an appetize platter? Awesome! Sweet straight edge tattoo. You gonna finish that beer? Wrestling belt? Yes! And this one!
Like, what the fuck ever?
Sometimes things just happen in your life that make you say, what the fuck ever. I thought I'd turn the tables and give you guys a chance to vent. Oh, so you don't have to shave your face for a month and it's sexy. But if I don't do it, I'm a Neanderthal. What the fuck ever. Whatever people with release buttons in the trunk of their car, what the fuck ever. Whatever people in happy, sexually fulfilling relationships, what the fuck ever. Whatever people who probably smell good, what the fuck ever. What do you mean air humping and winking isn't subtle flirtation? What the fuck ever. What the fuck ever, morning people? What the fuck ever, English? What the fuck ever, people with savings accounts? P90X? What the fuck ever. What the fuck ever. Whatever, what the fuck ever. What the fuck ever happened to keeping a G? Anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, I hope you enjoyed doing mouth stuff with me as much as I've enjoyed doing mouth stuff with you. We're never getting back together. Oh, after that drink, that was the last time. Never getting back together. Mouth stuff.